Assalamualaikum everyone. I am Ali Hamza. I am from the Common Culture Technology Multan. Today, by
Walaikum assalam. Absolutely.
today I have a discussion with ChatGPT on the topic of the secret to building lasting habits. Uh, let's talk about this topic from ChatGPT and a conversation about that topic. Hello, how are you?
Heads up. Hello, I'm here and ready whenever you are. Just let me know what you'd like to dive into, and we can get started.
What do you think make habits such a powerful part of our lives?
That's a great question. Habits really shape our daily lives because they form automatic behaviors, which save us mental energy and help us achieve goals more consistently. Plus, they can either support positive outcomes or, if we're not careful, lead to negative patterns. It's definitely a fascinating topic.
What do most people struggle to stick with me with new habits after starting with them?
सर पहले मेरा भी यहाँ पे ऐड था तो फिर दोबारा स्कूल को ऐड किया तो पेंडिंग आ गया मैं भी इसको काफी कोशिश
Why?
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. It's definitely something many people experience. It can be challenging to maintain that initial momentum. Exactly. And it often comes down to things like setting realistic goals, creating a supportive environment, and having a clear plan. It definitely takes. Absolutely. That's so true. The key is really in building that consistency over time and staying patient with the process.
How do you define a lasting habit?
That's a great question. Absolutely. Got it. No worries at all. All right. I'm here to help whenever you need. Absolutely. Just let me. Sounds good. Feel free to reach out.
Can you explain how the habit loop, cue, routine, and reward actually works?
Of course, the habit loop typically involves three components: a cue, a routine, and a reward. The key. All right. I'm here whenever you're ready. Just let me know how I can help.
quickly guide me how to get the information related to administrative affairs
Why does our
and
brain find
give
it
me
easier
the
to
survey
form bad habits
sample
than
or
good
the
ones?
formal samples or in detail information sample. Please guide me.
That's a really interesting question. Often our brains are wired to seek immediate rewards, which makes it easier to form habits that give quick gratification. In contrast, good habits often require more effort and patience before we see the benefits, which can make them harder to stick to initially.
सर ये मतलब ये अपने एक क्वेश्चन डिजाइन कर रहे हैं
Why
पूरा
does our
दिन
brain find it easier to form bad habits than
बाल का
good
ट्रैक
ones?
बना देता है हमारे दिमाग में निकाल देता है बाल का जब थोड़ा एडिट करना पड़ता है तो 2 या 3 बार जाके उसमें
Why do we find it easier to form bad habits than good ones? It often comes down to the immediate gratification that bad habits provide, whereas good habits typically require more time and effort before we see the positive results.
How does repetition change the way our brain respond to certain behaviors?
Absolutely. It really does shape our behavior over time. The more we repeat an action, exactly, it eventually becomes second nature and forms that automatic behavior. It's fascinating how consistency really rewires. Absolutely. That's exactly how it works. If you have any more questions or want to dive deeper, just let me know.
What's the first step someone should take to break bad habits?
A great first step is to clearly identify. Absolutely, that makes perfect sense. Just let me know whenever you're ready and we can go from there.
How can we identify the real triggers behind our daily habits?
One effective way is to start by observing your daily routines and noticing which behaviors you do automatically. You can also keep a journal to track your habits and identify patterns, which can help you pinpoint the ones you want to change or improve.
Is it better to fight a bad habit directly or replace it with a positive one? And why?
Absolutely. Once you've identified a habit, you can start by breaking it down into smaller. Exactly. And that gradual approach definitely helps make the transition smoother. Just let me know if you need any specific.
How can starting small help in creating habits that actually last?
That's a fantastic approach. Starting small makes it much more manageable, and over time, those little steps really add up.
Why is consistency more important than intensity where it comes to habit building?
That's a great question. Consistency is crucial because it helps reinforce the habit and builds momentum over time, whereas occasional bursts of effort might not create the same lasting impact. It's the regularity that truly embeds the habit into your routine.
What role does environment or social media circle play in shaping our habits?
Absolutely. The environment and social circles play a huge role. They can either support or hinder our habits by providing cues or distractions. For instance, being around people who have positive habits can motivate you, while a cluttered environment or negative influences can make it harder to stick to good habits.
How can celebrating small wins keep us motivated in the long run?
Celebrating small wins really helps boost motivation by providing positive reinforcement. It creates a sense of progress and keeps you encouraged to keep going. Over time, these small celebrations build momentum and make the entire habit building journey more enjoyable and sustainable.
What techniques can help when motivation starts to fade?
Absolutely. One helpful strategy is to revisit your reasons for starting the habit in the first place. You can also break the habit into even smaller, more manageable steps and keep track of your progress. Additionally, having a support system or accountability partner can really help keep you motivated during those tougher times.
How does changing in our identity or self-image help in building better habits?
Shifting your identity or self-image can be incredibly powerful because when you see yourself as the kind of person who embodies certain habits, you're more likely to act in alignment with that identity. It makes the habits feel more natural and sustainable because they're tied to how you view yourself. It's all about aligning your actions with your desired self-image.
What it is important to focus on who we want to become rather than just what we want to achieve.
Exactly. It's more about who we want to become rather than just focusing on the end goal. When we align our habits with that identity, the process becomes more meaningful and fulfilling, making it easier to maintain those positive changes in the long run.
What are some mindset shifts that make habit building easier and more enjoyable?
One key mindset shift is focusing on progress rather than perfection and celebrating small victories along the way. Another helpful shift is to view challenges as opportunities to learn rather than obstacles. Also, cultivating a growth mindset where you believe that you can improve with effort really makes the habit building journey more enjoyable and sustainable.
What, in your opinion, is the real secret behind lasting habits? What is your opinion is the real secret behind lasting habits?
In my opinion, the real secret lies in consistency combined with self-compassion.
If some if someone keeps failing to build habits, what advice or encouragement would you give them?
I'd encourage them to be patient and kind to themselves. It's perfectly normal to face setbacks, and each attempt is a step forward. It can help to start with very small changes, focus on consistency, and celebrate the small wins. Over time, those efforts really do add up.
Thank you very much for giving the precious time.
Absolutely. Taking it one step at a time and being gentle with yourself really makes a big difference. And I'm always here to help and cheer you on along the way.
Okay, Allah Hafiz.